Black Hat forums. You'll also notice that the first 4 posts are all the same forum. Black Hat Team, Black Hat Team, Black Hat Team, okay? And I've already dealt with that forum. So now the first 3 links in this, when people are searching Magic Video Robot Black Hat, now I've got control, Rick, of these first 3 links on the forums. I have control, okay? That's what it's all about, is regaining control. Don't try to fight them, regain control. Okay, you'll also notice there's a YouTube video here that says Magic Video Robot Black Hat. And it says it's uploaded by Hair Pro Styles, and you can get Magic Video Robot now at this link, Cracked Hat. Now this is a YouTube video. This is pretty catchy, right? Because it's right here on the front page, and it's a YouTube video. Most people click on the YouTube videos. Well, guess what, Rick? That's my video. and that's my secret channel, Hair Pro Styles. I put this stuff up before they steal it, Rick. And now somebody, yeah, it's funny. I know, I'm laughing at these guys. I'm laughing at them because here's what happens, Rick. They punch that in. They see this post. I'll click over there. They get this video. And I'll just pause it because it's a bit loud. Okay, but it says right on my video. Download Magic Video Robot version 1.3, 20 bucks. Full features. Black Hat. Okay? So you see what I'm doing? I'm tricking people here, Rick. These people wanted to trick me. They wanted to go to Google and get my product for free or cheap. So guess who's going to offer it to them? Me. Yeah. But it goes even deeper. The rabbit hole goes deeper, Rick. And here's what I'm really doing here. I'm finding out who likes to download my products for free or cheap. And I'm getting their names and IP addresses and all of that. If you ever thought you couldn't track these people, you can. What I'm doing here is I'm offering them a video on...
Your audio's getting mixed up.
You back?
Your audio's getting a little echoey.
Yeah, I hear that, but bring it down a bit there.
Yes, thank you.
There we go. That's good. Yeah, so anyway, I offer them a video on YouTube before the product was even released called Magic Video Robot Black Hat because I knew they were going to search that phrase. They get this little video that they think is from a Black Hat site. And look at this, Rick. I even went and bought the domain. MagicVideoRobotBlackHat.com. See that?
Awesome.
Yeah, so this is a little trick I do. They land on this video. They think it's from somebody else. It's not my channel. It's my other channel that I use for stuff like this. And it's related to hair products. So they have no clue that this is Jeff Noyes, putting this video up. And they see a domain called MagicVideoRobotBlackHat.com. Now that domain gets me a lot of search rank already for the phrase Magic Video Robot Black Hat. So that's another site people can find right in Google. So I'll just click that link, and you'll see that it brings you over to a page. It's redirecting here. And, oh, that's the wrong page. I've changed, ooh, sorry about that, Rick.
I see. You're all right.
I changed that link. I forgot. I've got that going to Warrior Money School temporarily. But what I do, Rick, is I put in a domain that they won't recognize that has the Black Hat name right in it, and they think they're getting it from a Black Hat forum or a Black Hat download site. So they'll click over there, Rick, and I've somehow changed this redirect to Warrior Money School by mistake. I'm going to have to go fix that. But this should take them over to my Black Hat download page, which is just a download button and basically tells them they're getting the latest version of Magic Video Robot. When they download it for 20 bucks, what I've just done, Rick, is I've made the person that was normally going to steal it or get it cheap from somebody else pay me $20 to give up their personal information.
Got it.
Because once they paid me $20, now I've got them on a list because they go over and they click download, they pay it PayPal, they get taken back to the download page, which is a registration page, and they give up their name and their email, and I've got their IP address and their PayPal information. So, and I got paid 20 bucks to do it. So by doing that, I don't get a lot of them, but I do get some. Now, when somebody buys from that page, I make 20 bucks. I give them the real product because I don't want them to have some Mickey Mouse version. But what I do, Rick, is I've got their IP address and all their information. I can do a lot with that. I can do all kinds of things with that. I can block them from future websites. I can put in my future software products, I can make the product check a database of IP addresses, and if it's on that list, the product doesn't work. So I can literally close this person out from ever using any one of my products in the future, any one of my software products, and I can also block them from my websites.
That's amazing. You would,
Yeah.
I didn't know you could even do that, to be honest with you.
Well, you know, that might be a little bit of a reach for some people that can't do the coding and stuff to make
Right.
all that happen. So I want to talk about another method I use that is, you know, cheap or free, especially for ebooks, because what we've talked about so far has just been software related mostly. Although ebooks do get ripped off and put on Black Hat forms just as much.
By all means.
Deal with them slightly differently. Okay? So why I showed you this first, Rick, is because what I do here is I stuff all this stuff into Google before I release the product. So when I'm talking about a new product and I'll say, hey, I've got a new product coming out, I often won't give the name of that product out anymore until the product's really ready to go. Because if I give people the product name, they're going to go ahead and start searching it, and who knows what's going to happen out there in the internet. But if I just tell people about the product and tell them when it's coming and kind of keep the name a secret, what I'm doing in the background while I'm getting ready to launch a product is I'm going into Google and YouTube and all sorts of forums, and I'm making posts about my own product, and I'll use the term or phrase Black Hat, and I will get it out there. I will make fake websites for fake downloads of it. I will stuff Google with all kinds of stuff like that. So when the product goes out, the first person or the first bunch of people that punch in to Google Magic Video Robot Black Hat get nothing but my stuff. You see, I counteract it before it happens, and that's a key thing to remember, is you want to fight the fight before it happens, okay? Anybody that's prepared for battle is going to win the battle, okay? So be prepared for battle. What you want to do is, like this example right here, Rick, I've got magicvideorobotblackhat.com. I went ahead and spent a few dollars and bought that domain name before I released the product, because I knew darn well it wouldn't be more than 3 days before people were searching Magic Video Robot Black Hat. So I went ahead and bought the domain name before anybody else did. Because, you know, these Black Hat guys will even go as far as buy your product or buy a domain name with your product name in it. So, you know, go ahead, spend a few bucks, get that product name plus Black Hat. If it's software, Black Hat is great. So you just put your product name and then blackhat.com, and you're going to get most of the people that punch in your product name plus the word Black Hat. You're going to get a lot of traffic directly out of Google that way. Okay, so I see this, Rick, as stealing my traffic back. Okay, they've stolen my product, yes, but at the same time, they're also creating a huge buzz out here on Google for my product, and you know, in YouTube, and you know, like, look at, there's just, like, I go to probably to page 5 here, and there's still posts about Magic Video Robot. So this just goes on and on and on and on. But instead of getting angry and overwhelmed by all these posts, just believe me when I tell you, you can systematically go in and take out each one of these posts and turn it into your little sales machine. And now, Rick, I don't want this post gone anymore. I don't want this Black Hat Team forum post to be gone anymore, because I'm making money off it. They're making me money. They're bringing me traffic. They're creating excitement about my product. They're making it seem kind of sort of underground and secretive, so people are really intrigued about Magic Video Robot. But when they get in here and they start seeing, uh-oh, the real product owner's posting in here, and he's offering people product discounts and direct help. Well, I better not take this free download, especially when the product owner says right here that my computer is going to get, you know, hijacked if I download this exe file. I better not do it. I think I'll just email Jeff like he says to do in this post here and ask him for that 50% discount, and then I know I'm good. And that's the change. So I systematically changed the attitudes of what's going on these posts instead of trying to get rid of them. and that doesn't cost me anything but a bit of time. And now instead of spending money on lawyers and getting frustrated, I'm actually making money off this link and this link and this link. So those black hat guys are actually making me some money now. And I've got my YouTube video in here that I stuffed into YouTube and Google before the product went um, up for sale. And I even, I use words like cracked, hacked, download. I make sure that they find it. I want them to find it because I look at it this way, Rick. If somebody was typing Magic Video Robot Black Hat into Google for any reason, I want to make sure they come to me and get my product from me. And if they want to steal it or get it off one of these black hat sites, I even make that available for them in a secretive manner so that they go ahead and buy it. And now I know darn well who's buying my products every time I release one. And I've got their IP address. I've got their PayPal information. I can do a lot with that. I can actually track that person down. If I wanted, I could email them or phone them and say, hey, I know you downloaded my product off a black hat site. But I wouldn't do that, of course, because it's my site. I'm being the sneaky one this time. But hey, I look at it this way. If somebody else is trying to be sneaky, I'm going to be sneaky back. And I'm going to do it before they do it. Okay? Win the battle by being prepared. So you go out there and you put this stuff in YouTube. Okay? It doesn't cost anything. The only thing I spent money on was I bought a domain name, magicvideorobotblackhat.com. And it was right here on the first page of Google. I noticed it's not today, so might have to shoot that link a few more backlinks or something, get it back up here, but that's okay. Because all these posts here, I go in and I make money off all of these. I'm not sure I've hit every one of these. Sometimes there's new ones. Best Black Hat Forum, I think I've done that one already. But the point here is I go in and convert these forums into sales machines for me instead of trying to fight them. Okay? Now let's talk about ebooks for a second. We got a little more time, Rick?
Yes, I got a couple of comments.
Okay.
Make sure our audio is all right. One of the comments is the lady says, I'm a complete newbie for these products here. How can you tell if it's a hacked product? How can you tell when they're a hacked product?
Okay, if it's a software product, it's almost impossible to tell because unless you're the developer of that software, a user could have no idea what's going on. I found versions of Magic Video SiteMaker out there to download, and the way they have been rigged was not to do anything malicious to your computer or steal your personal credit card information. What they had done is they had simply rigged up Magic Video SiteMaker with this hacked version so that, and you know how it's got a members area in it,
right?
So when you upload the software and you start getting members into your membership site and getting emails on your database list, they've rigged it so that the hacked versions will send all those emails and names over to their list. So basically, as you're building a list and building a membership site, all of your members are getting thrown onto their list for them. So these hackers sit there and they put out versions of my software that have been jacked, and these people out there using it are innocently using it and creating a membership site and getting members to sign up and maybe even pay for membership. But all those emails and names are getting sent over the internet to another database where the hacker gets to enjoy a free email list that grows every day. You see how that works?
So
there's all kinds of stuff that goes on, and there's really no way that a user can tell. And that's why I tell people when I go on the Black Hat forums, if you didn't buy it from me, you probably got jacked.
So you work hard to build a list, work hard to build a product, a membership, and still get ripped off, even though you think you're doing everything the right way, and somebody takes your hard work and builds a list with it and sells products.
Yeah. So if you got a Black Hat version of Magic Video SiteMaker, it might work perfectly fine, and you might not have noticed anything at all. It might work 100%, and nothing's going wrong with your system at all. But what you don't know is all those people joining your membership site are also getting sent to a secondary email list out there on the internet that has nothing to do with you. It's just getting stolen from you. So basically, they're stealing your members, is what they're doing. They're not stealing your money; they're stealing your members. And that stuff happens, and that's just one example, Rick. Just one example of what can happen to software when it's been hacked. So I tell people, and this is another key thing to remember is when you go on the forums, the Black Hat forums, is tell people why they shouldn't buy your product or download it for free. Give them reasons. I go in there and tell them. I say, here's what can happen to your software. Here's what can happen to your product. Here's what can happen to your computer. Here's what can happen to your credit card information. And I lay it all out. I say, here's all the nasty things that could and probably will happen if you download my software from a Black Hat site. So please do not do that. Please contact me, the product owner. I will gladly help you get a great deal. I'll give you a 50% discount, and I will also help you use the product. That makes people happy and feel safe about their purchase. They don't really necessarily want to buy it from the Black Hats downloads either, because they don't want to, get screwed on. Even if the products say $167 and somebody's offering it for 20 or $40, Rick, they know in the back of their mind they're going to get screwed. They would rather spend a little bit more and get the proper product. So they email me and say, Jeff, I'll take you up on that 50% if it's still available. And I do. I make a lot of sales that way. So turn these people around. Don't get angry. Remember that 90% of the forum viewers and readers and posters are just people looking for a deal. They're not really thieves. They're just kind of going, I wouldn't have stole that product, but since it's here available for free download, I'll give it a try. And like I said, I get emails from people that say, I don't normally do stuff like this, but once in a while, I'll download a product for free if it's available. And if that product works for me like it's supposed to, I'll go and buy it. So, people are like honest on the back end kind of thing. So there's a lot of ways you can get that sale back again. And it has a lot more to do with getting in there and making good relationships with these people. Take over that forum. There's no reason you should leave that forum the way it is. The way it is, everybody's talking negatively or talking about how to steal the product or where they can get the download for free. Don't leave that negative buzz going on. There's a buzz there about your product. Don't waste it. Go in and turn that buzz into sales. It's very easy to do. It costs nothing. Way more productive. It'll get you money instead of headaches. So do that. Let's talk about ebooks for a sec, Rick. Ebooks are a slightly different problem because they don't get hacked, right? What happens with an ebook is it just gets put on a file sharing site and somebody says, here you go, download away, right?
Right.
Or maybe once in a while somebody a little bit smarter than those kids will put it up on their own site for sale and maybe charge a way less than you're charging, like if you're charging $17 on the Warrior form for the ebook and maybe you got some little package with it, they'll probably put it up for like $5 or something, right? So they're either selling it dirt cheap or giving it away for free. Now, you can count on the ones that are being free. There's something wrong with that. They're either giving it away for free because they put it into an exe file and they're trying to jack the computer of the person that's downloading, or they're just a dumb kid. If they put it out there for free and it's just the download of your ebook, like free PDF, click here, that means they're so stupid that they can't even figure out that they should be making money off of their theft. You know what I mean? That's how dumb they really are. That means they're dumb enough to steal it, and they're even dumber to put it out there for free when they could be, even if they just put it up for $1, they'd be making money. So they're really dumb when they put it up for free. And that indicates to me that it's usually a teenage kid that just wants to be cool. Kids want to be cool, Rick. They want to fit in. They want to feel like they're somebody. So when they got their little Black Hat community, they think they're little hackers when really they haven't ever hacked anything in their lives. They feel like when they put up a free ebook that's, semi-popular on the Warrior forum or something, they feel like they've done some great, valuable job to the Black Hat community somehow. They feel like they've done a great thing. And it's just a stupid teenage, attention thing. So when that happens, those are the worst ones because that means people can download your product directly for free, paying nothing, and those are the ones they're gonna see the most downloads of. So what I do, Rick, with ebooks now is I rig it a little bit. Again, you saw how I go in there and I stuff Google with some stuff before the product comes out, like YouTube videos and fake black hat sites. I even buy up domain names now for fake black hat stuff. Well, with ebooks, what you want to do is you want to stuff that stuff in Google as well. Okay, you want to put your ebook out here for free download, and you want to play a little trick on people. Okay, here's the trick. You're going to know that people are going to go, let's say my product was an ebook, let's say it was Magic Video Robot was an ebook, they would put free download, right? Okay, so they, and there's my video again, perfect. That's a good example, because even though I put ebook free download, this could be an ebook, could be any product, could be a script, whatever. That's what people are going to search, especially if it's an ebook. They're going to put in free download. And there's other ways to find the other terms you want to use, but let's just talk about free download. What you want to do is take your product name and the word free download and start creating, before you launch your product on the Warrior Forum, this is a preventative measure, kind of like the best measures to get out of a fire is prevent a fire, right?
Right.
This is the same idea, Rick. It's before you launch it on the Warrior Forum, take 2 or 3 days and stuff Google. Stuff it with fake sites, videos, whatever you need to do to take over those links, okay? And with ebooks, the particular problem is it's simple to download. It's a PDF. So here's my trick to get around that. You go ahead and you punch in your product name plus free download, and that's what people are going to search to find your ebook. So go ahead on Squidoo, Hub Pages, WordPress, YouTube, put a bunch of links and videos and stuff out there and post about your product with the word free download in it, in the titles, in the links. You might even want to buy the domain name, your product name plus free download. So if my product was an ebook here, I would call it magicvideorobotfreedownload.com. And if I couldn't get that, I'd get maybe by the .org or .net, right? I'd get what I need to make that happen. And I would also start linking up that site with some of the videos that I pop up on YouTube. And the YouTube videos can be dead simple. It could be a picture of your e-cover for the ebook and say, download at link below. You make that into a 15-second video clip. You see, this is only a 25-second video clip, and all that's on that video clip is a picture of a download button saying, download this below, download this below. That's all it says. So it took me literally 2 seconds to make that video. I took a screenshot of my website, and I put that in my video editor, and I put a piece of music on it, and I hit produce. It took me maybe a minute to make that video. It took me another minute and a half to upload it to YouTube. It took me another 2 minutes to stick a title and some keywords in it. So in under 5 or 10 minutes, I have this video up. Okay, so now you can do that too. You go ahead and put your product name plus free download, or if it's a software, you might want to use Black Hat. You can use both. Use both. Use free download. Use Black Hat. Use all the terms. Put up a little short clip video like that and direct them to the link under the video. The link under the video should take them to one of your download sites. Your download sites that you put on the internet for free are going to have your real ebook in it. But here's the trick, Rick. You know these people are going to download it for free. They're just going to. So give it to them. Make them download it from you. But when they've downloaded it from you, Rick, you're going to do a little trick here. Let's use my ebook here I have in this folder as an example. Can you see my screen okay, Rick?
Yes, I can.
Okay. All right. Well, I've got a folder here, and this is one of my ebooks that I'm actually going to give away in this webinar for your listeners today. But I'm just going to show you how I package this thing so that I can put it on the internet for free, but still get the sale and the opt-in out of it, even if they download it for free. I'm going to go into my folder here, and you're going to see I have my ebook, My Secret Web for Catching Google Spiders. And I also have a README first file, which is just, rights, saying you don't have the right to, distribute this ebook or whatever. Now, if somebody were to download this directly, Rick, they get the ebook here and they could just open it, right?
Mm-hmm.
They just double-click that, and it would open up in Adobe Reader or whatever they got. seems like mine's going a little slow. There we go. Probably because I've got all this software running right now. But there's my ebook, right? And you know, if somebody were to download it from a free site, they'd get it like that, right? And I don't want that. I don't want them to have just the ebook like that, because if they downloaded it for free and got it like that, I got nothing out of it, right? This is where you got screwed. You had a PDF product, right?
Right.
And that's what got stolen from you. So this is going to be particularly key for you then, Rick, is because if they get a PDF like this and they got it downloaded for free, they don't owe you any, they're not going to pay you anything, and they're not going to opt into your list. They're just going to read it, right? So instead of doing that, what I do, Rick, is I take my files there and I put them in a zip folder. I'm going to use 7-zip. But here's the trick. Now watch closely here. We create a zip folder, but we put a password on it, okay? Now I'm just going to make this simple, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and I'm going to re-enter the password, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and create that zip folder. Now, Rick, if you notice, I've got a zip folder here of and inside it is my PDF, right? So I'm going to double click it as if I was going to extract it. Okay, and when I extract it, it pops up and asks me for a password now. Okay, you see what's going on here, Rick?
Yes, I do.
I've locked their ability to get into the actual ebook. I gave them the zip folder, and inside that zip folder is another zip folder. Okay, and inside that zip folder, that one's locked like this, and they don't have this code, Rick. They don't have it. They can't read your ebook. They're frustrated. They're pissed off. They're like, damn it, I can't get in here. So the nice part is, let me just go back one here, is let's say I'm going to package this up now, okay? I'm going to put this on my desktop just so I can show you guys how I package it now. Now I've got a locked version of a zip file, right? Okay, they can't open this or extract it until they get the password. Can you hear me all right, Rick?
I hear you fine. I'm going to open up a GoToMeeting here just a minute for everybody. I'll be right back.
Okay, just want to make sure I didn't lose the line there.
No,
okay,
you're fine.
So you've got your ebook, and it's locked in a locked zip folder, which only you have the code for now, okay? So they can't, even though you can view it in here, they can view it. In Windows, you can view it, but it won't open or extract until they put in the passcode. If you try, you'll get... If you try to unzip the folder, I can't do it there because it won't let me put it back in here. Won't let me do that either. Okay, let me just rename this folder since it won't let me do two folders the same.
Now I gotta. Can everybody hear me all right?
So here's the trick, Rick. We got the zip folder in, or we got your PDF inside a zip folder. And it's locked. They can't extract it because when they try, they get a password now, okay? And you can use 7-zip to do that. If you don't have 7-zip, it's free. I believe it's 7-zip.org. You can download 7-zip for free. It's one of the best zip file managers out there, okay? So you go ahead and create a zip folder and put your ebook inside it, and you lock it with a passcode. Now here's the trick, okay? Go ahead and create a new folder. And you name that your download. So let's just say, I'm just going to call it ebook_download for this example, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and put that inside that folder. So now if I go in that folder, I've got my locked folder inside, and I've got this open folder on the outside here. So what I do now, Rick, here's the trick. Can you hear me all right?
Yes, I hear you fine.
Okay. I go into my HTML editor, okay, and I create a page, just create a new page, and I paste in, oh, I don't have it saved to my clipboard there, but I go into my autoresponder, and I'll paste in a web form, okay, and I don't have a web form ready, so I'll just write the word web form, email, and name. Okay, that's just my big little form here, okay? I just space that out a bit. I should have had a form ready for this demonstration. But what I do then, Rick, is on a plain simple HTML page, is I put an Aweber form or HTML form for one of my opt-in pages, okay? And I put it on an HTML page, Rick, and I put, please register your ebook to get your unlock code, okay? So I put that on this page. I'll put it right here. I'll just put...
Sweet. I see this. This is cool.
Yeah. So I put, please register your, oops, I can't spell today, product below to get your key code or unlock code. Or you can just say unlock code. Some people don't know what a key code is, so unlock code. It doesn't matter what you say, but you put that in there, okay? And you make it simple. And this would be an Aweber form for your list, okay? Now that list, you set it up as your free product download list in your Aweber account. And then when people sign on to this list, Rick, the first follow-up message goes out automatically with the code in it, okay? Now you have a choice. You can either put a pay button here and say register your product and make them pay a discount price and send them off to PayPal directly. And then when they come back from PayPal, you would hit them with this form on a web page. And now you got money out of them and you got an opt-in. And now when they go back to their ebook, they're going to get an email from your Aweber or your other autoresponder there, and they're from filling in this form here, and they're going to get the code sent to them. So now they can go in and unzip the folder properly. And when they click this and click go into it and click extract, they will have the code because it will be sent to them by an email, okay? So you have a choice there. You can either make them pay with a pay button from PayPal, or you can just give them the registration form right there in the page. But here's the trick. It's important to notice. What you do, Rick, is when you're done with making that page in your HTML editor, is you go ahead and you save it, okay? So you save it into the folder you just created that has your ebook in it, okay? So this is an important step. Where did I put it now?
Definitely recording this for future reference here, folks.
Yeah, this is really, really hot stuff. This stuff saves me money, makes me money, and gets me new people on my list all at once. All at once. You're doing it all at once. Where the hell did it go now? I can't find it. Let me just explain it verbally. You would save this file once you got your form in here, Rick. You would save it into this folder that you just created. Okay? So now in your folder, you should have two things. Okay, I unzipped this, so I'm just going to get rid of that. Okay, so you should have your locked zip folder with your ebook in it, and this one cannot be extracted without a code. Now you go ahead and save your HTML page in here, right here. Okay, I don't have it here because I couldn't find it here for a sec. So you would just hit save in your HTML editor and save it into this folder, whatever you called it. Ebook download, I called this one. So I would save in here my HTML page that has the form in it. But Rick, what I do is I call it readmefirst.html. Okay, so then I go ahead and I put in I got my HTML form in here, or HTML page called readme first, and when they double click it, it will open in a browser and offer them the web form and say you must register your product to get your key code, or you must click this button and pay $2 to get your discount price, and you will be immediately emailed your key code. However you want to word it, however you want to do it, but you put that page in here with this. Okay, so you got a HTML page in here called readme first, and it's either got a web form on it or a pay button. Okay, and they can't get into this folder until they work with you and register the product. Now they're going to do that by paying for it or filling in that form. Now you go ahead, Rick, and you take that whole folder that has the lock folder inside and the HTML page called readme first, and you go ahead and you zip that into a regular zip folder and don't lock it. So I just call this one, ebook download.zip. That'll be fine. I just hit OK, and there's my package, Rick. Now what I'm going to do, Rick, is I would go out on the internet and I would make posts and blogs and YouTube videos, all linking to the download page for this for free. And I would say my product name plus free download. And I would stuff that all over Google and YouTube and the internet every way I can, Squidoo, whatever you want, and make it available, because when you put it on the Warrior Forum in a couple of days that some people are going to buy it and some people are going to go search it in Google and try to get it for free. So now what you've done, Rick, is you've created a situation where you counteract their measures before they've even done them. So what's going to happen now, Rick, is if they go to my offer, they're either going to decide to buy it from me, or they're going to decide to go hunt for it in Google and try to get it cheaper or free. And if they do that, they are going to find it. They're going to find it for free. They're going to go, oh, here's a free download of it, and they're going to download it. They're going to unzip it, and that is when they're going to realize they can't get into it. And that is when they will give me their email and get on my list. And now I got an email out of them. If I want to make money off them too, I can do that too and say, look, you've got to register the product. It's $17 on the Warrior Forum. You pay $2.99. Click here. Okay? Most people, Rick, you put them in a situation now where they've hunted for it, they spent some time, they downloaded it, they've opened it up on their computer. Okay? They don't want to waste any more time. If you say, hey, you can't get in here now, but you can if you pay me $2, they'll do it. Or if you say even better, just say, hey, you got to register the product and get them on your list, because then at least you're building a list off it, right? At least you're building your list off people that were going to take it for free, right? So you can do both in some situations, but if it's not a really popular ebook yet, you're probably best just to put the web form in there and get the email, because we got to remember something, Rick. That person was going to steal it anyway. They were going to download it for free anyway. So you might as well get them on your list, because that person might be somebody that might buy a product from you, okay? So getting them on your list is key, but either way, you blocked them out of the ebook, okay? So that's the way to do it, and I use 7-Zip for that. You can get that at number7-zip.org, free download, file zip manager. A lot of zip managers don't have the passcode capability, so 7-Zip's a good one, and it's free, so use that one if you don't have one. And that's how I lock up my ebooks. I put them out there on the internet before it's available anywhere else, and I make sure that if anybody's going to ever go look for that for, with the product name plus free download or black hat, they're going to find me first. They're going to get my download pages first. They're going to get my product first. And I've locked them out of it. They think they're getting it free. They download the zip folder. They open it up. They go, oh, I did get it for free, but I can't get into it. Now he wants me to pay $2.99. Oh, I've been through so much hassle dealing with this download and trying to find. I'll just pay the $2.99. And that's how they do it. And then you make money. Okay, so you're making money off your product. You've stopped the theft. You've also got an email out of that person. So you're killing a lot of birds with one stone. And that's the way you want to deal with this theft problem, okay? You don't want to go out there throwing rocks at people. You won't get anywhere. There's not enough rocks to throw, okay? There's too many people out there doing it. There's too many crooks. There's too many angles. And if you do manage to get one of those black hat sites or download sites to stop, giving away your product or take down the post for you, it takes days to do that, or a week. And there's so many popping up. As soon as you do that, another one pop up the same day. So it's like it's like a needle in a haystack kind of a problem, right? So you don't want to deal with it that way. You want to deal with it the smart way and go in with a good attitude and figure out ways to make money off the people that are downloading your product. Okay, so there you go. Those are a couple of free methods that I've developed that, I spent a lot of money developing these ideas, because I spent money on lawyers and stupid ideas first, and then I refined my good ideas into methods that work. So whether we're talking about software or ebooks, key thing to remember is get out there and stuff Google and YouTube with the free downloads and black hat versions. Get it out there first. Then the black hat guys can't hurt you as bad, because when they try to post something, your posts are already in Google, so you're going to get a better rank on that stuff much faster. And when they do get their posts up on the Black Hat forums, which will happen, you turn it into a sales machine. Don't turn it into an anger situation. Turn it into a sales machine, and that's not that hard to do. You can go in there and do that. So I don't know if you got any more questions for me there.
Not right this minute. Whoa. Oh my. Is that any better?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
If anybody has any more questions, now would be the time probably for that.
I went ahead and posted the link for the Warrior Money School. If you could just go over that in just a few minutes, and we can end this call that's being recorded. So we've answered a ton of questions here, and I know you've got some more. Join the group, guys. It's totally free. Pick up the phone and call them if you have any other questions.
Yeah, Rick, if you want to go ahead and post your link for your money school there, I'm still going to let the group members come in for the $27 there, but I have got it back up to 47 on the Warrior Forum, and it's 249 on my website. So there's nowhere else they can get it at 27 right now. So you can go ahead and give them that link if you'd like.
Right.
Because if they'd like to come into Warrior Money School, I'm going to teach them a lot more things than they learned just here today. But today we talked about some counteractive measures and how to stop theft. But a lot of people aren't even dealing with that problem yet because they're still trying to make sales and get a product out there, or even make sales on affiliate offers. So I've got my best system in place is Warrior Money School. And the reason I can say that, Rick, is because I've done courses before, and courses are great. But the thing is, when you're dealing with a course, is you get into the members area and you're kind of on your own, right? You kind of got to watch the videos and self-motivate and figure out, what do I watch next? What do I already know here that I don't have to watch? You know, it's very confusing, and people have jobs and they're busy. So with Warrior Money School, you're not just getting the course, you're getting a system that guides you through it. I think I told you about it before. I've got that. I don't know if you got in there and take a look yet, but I've got the system where you click the buttons underneath the video modules to complete, to say I've completed this task. And basically there's 3 tasks or 3 things you need to answer under each video module. And by updating those buttons, it's just a one click. You just click the button and say I've completed this step. And when you do that, it updates the report system. And that puts on your report card page a real report card like you get in school. So you get a grade from, all the way from F to A+, and your grade will be determined by how well you're doing in the course. So with other courses, you're kind of just left on your own, and nobody's even checking if you've even watched any of the videos or done any of this stuff. My system actually checks on you and makes sure you're doing everything in order and you're doing it properly. And you'll get feedback on the report card page that tells you your grade at the time, and it will also give you comments and tell you exactly what you should be doing next. So as you complete more steps throughout the system and click more buttons, the report card page will tell you more updates about what you should do next. So basically, you're never really left on your own. It's like having a teacher right there in the room with you. Now, I always found a grade is kind of motivational too. Like, you never wanted to bring home an F to your parents, right? You never wanted to bring home that F or that E or even the D on your report card. So when you get into Warrior Money School, of course, everybody starts with the bottom grade. Everybody starts with an F on their report card. And what you have to do is you just start watching the videos, go through the modules, which are all laid out in order.
Jeff, I have a question for you.
You're going to get a better grade. Yeah, sure. Go ahead, Rick.
This is, oh my.
Bring your mic down a little there. There we go. That's good.
Well, I'm standing as far away from it as I can, but you can still hear me, correct?
The line level's just a little high on your mic. That's all.
Yeah. We're going to say it as fast as I can. Yes. 2 questions. One of them is from D. Miller. I purchased an ebook that had a password. Moving the sound out. I had to use a password every time I opened it up, and I used it a lot. It was a pain in the, what. I looked so that if there was a solution, I found sites online where I could get the password removed. Can you stop password removal with your system? It's a pretty technical question there. I don't have an answer. Can you answer that question?
Rick, can you just repeat that question? I was getting some echo back and I couldn't hear what you said.
I don't. Can you hear me at all?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you repeat that question for me?
Ebook had a password. Every time that it had to use the password to open it up. Okay, I looked to see if there was a solution and found sites.
Oh, okay. He's asking, does the ebook need a password every time it's opened up?
Yeah.
No, it would just need to be unzipped. So once the person unzips it, they have access to the ebook and they can open it like normal after that. But to get that, they would have to have opted into your list first to get that code. Does that make sense?
Could you show everybody your page as far as some of what you got with the Warrior School money? I've posted my link a few times in there, and I just maybe perhaps they'd see it for maybe a couple of minutes, and we can shut this call down. And if anybody's interested in that, it's taking that a step further and want to know more about it, we can take them to the Skype room. We would have to end this. We would have to end this webinar, and we'd have to start over. So the only way to do that is go to the Skype room, and we could give them the link from there. But the Skype room is totally free, guys. Joshua and Alex are all on this call with us too, and they came in and didn't even know they were coming on the call. Both very sharp marketers, here to help also, and I'm glad they came on too. Thank you guys for coming.
Rick, I did a little something for you before we start the webinar here, just to make it easy for people to get in through your special affiliate link for Warrior Money School.
Okay.
Hey, I made you a shortcut link just for this webinar.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I did this ahead of time. I forgot to tell you. Yeah. So if you just want to go to customsitemaker.com/Rick, that will get down your special link to get in for $27 on Warrior Money School, and that's only available to the people here in the group that have taken the time to listen to this. And I've also got a free copy of my ebook for them today. The one I showed in the demonstration there, called My Secret Web for Catching Google Spiders. And they can get that by going to customsitemaker.com/free ebook, all one word. Okay, so I got two links there for you. They get a free ebook out of me for showing up to the webinar today and listening in. And I'll leave that link live till the end of today for all the people that were in the group. And you've got your link there, Rick, for everyone, customsitemaker.com/Rick. And that will take them over to your special discount page that I've offered for your group only. And I was going to close that page yesterday, but we had problems and stuff, so I'm just going to leave that up, okay, because a lot of people didn't get to view it yet. So I'll leave that up for you and the group, and we'll leave that up for the weekend here so people can get in if they'd like through your link. customsitemaker.com/RICK. And of course, Rick, everybody gets the full money back guarantee on that. There's 30-day money back guarantee. So if anybody wants to come in and learn how to make money online for real, I'm going to teach them how to do that with the very best system they've ever seen, and I'm going to give them my personal help. So if they do that, they have a 30-day money-back guarantee on that. So they can come in and try it out for the full 30 days and find out, is this something for me? Because I think a lot of people are going to find that, wow, this is really different stuff inside here. Because, I've taken a lot of courses and they go into the, the SEO and the pay-per-click, and it's the same stuff all the time, and none of these things are really great for people starting out. They're just not. So I think people are really going to enjoy Warrior Money School, and one more time to get in there, they can go to customsitemaker.com/RICK. Can you hear me all right, Rick?
Yes, I can hear you fine. Just post a question in here real quick.
Okay. Yeah, if anybody's got any last minute questions for me, that would be a good time to hit me with those. I'll just, I know I had that one question there about the ebook getting open. Does it need a password after that? Just to clarify, when somebody downloads your ebook, they're getting a zip folder inside that zip folder is the locked zip folder and your HTML page. On the HTML page, you either have a web form going directly to your Aweber form, or it could be a PayPal button, your choice. Okay, so once you send the PayPal or through your form, they're going to get taken to a thank you page, and the thank you page will say thank you for downloading my product. Your key code has been emailed to you. You put the key code in the follow-up message for that list you create, and now you've got people on the list, and you've automatically sent them their key code for their ebook. So they're happy, you're happy, and if you send it through PayPal or something first, you've also made money on it.
So Jeff, could you post a link? MS is in there. Wanted to see the new link. I didn't even know that you had that link. Could you post the new link so she can get the free ebook one more time for the group?
You post it in the chat here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll post it in the chat here for you on the webinar. Custom site maker, all one word, .com/Rick. Okay, there's the link there, Rick. Can you see it okay?
Yes, thank you. I didn't even know about it, folks. This was actually new one on me, but I'm glad he did it. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I made that to simplify it because I know you had a link there with a bunch of numbers in it, and it's just easier to make a nice, neat link for people. So I'll leave that up till the end of tomorrow for people, Rick. So they do need to get in on that right away if they want to grab that, because it's at 47 on the Warrior Forum, and I'm putting it up to 67 this week. So this is the absolute bottom line price they could get to get into Warrior Money School. And I'm really just doing this to help your group members out, because I honestly do think Warrior Money School is going to be their best shot at learning how to make money online. So they can get in on that link, customsitemaker.com/Rick, and I'll leave that live till the end of tomorrow for you.
And we're going to go ahead and make sure Karen gets. Wow. Okay, we still have people that want the ebook, so we're going to make sure they get it. Karen Rowland, she wants the ebook, and so.
Okay, I'll drop you that link too, Rick. I'll post that right now for you.
Thank you.